It's a beautiful day today. Blue skies, white clouds, with a proper stereotypical yellow sun. It's a beautiful day, so I'm outside. But hey, well, welcome to the realm of Millenia, for I am your host, the Millenian Mailman, here today, bringing you guys and gals another video day. Right. So, this will probably be like a part of the Friday to grind my gears, right? But this could be this video could honestly be a filler. I'm gonna make it a filler because it can go on either Friday or Saturday, and I don't explicitly know which one I want to put it on yet. So, yeah. But I've had arguments and discussions of talking with like non-American born people before about like what it's like to actually be in America or be an American. I've had it with people both in the military and outside of the military, just on different like America versus the world scenarios. Not all about war and violence or anything, but just like the contrast, right? Because people really get interested or intrigued, and it sparks many debates and across many sectors. Like there's a whole slew of videos, at least I'd say top 3 videos on YouTube where you could see it's like, what in a scenario of this, like if the whole world decided to go against America, like what's that supposed to look like? Is it possible to conquer America, right? So it's like I'm not doing that. But one conversation I've had with people was the like Civil War, like what's that about in America? And at the end of it, my perspective that I make sure everyone understands is that everyone, be you an American or a non-American, I severely think it's overly common that people both under and overestimate what that would look like, right? And then there's the discussions about America, like America is like, everything in America is overly big, excessively big, like the drive difference between things in America, like the size of the foods and the beverages and the size of the cities to counties to states, just to the overarching America being so overly large for no good reason. Like everything's in America is overly large. I have that discussion with people like, no, it's not really overly anything. And then what's another big American conversation? American laws and rules, and how does it make sense that every rule is different in each state? How does that work, right? The taxes is different in every state. Some rules and some laws that are illegal here aren't illegal over there, and that more so fits into at least I'd fit it into the same conversation of everything in America being so big, right? And there's like, I should have wrote it down and just read off a page, but there's like 2-3 more big like America conversations that people talk about that I've talked about with people, especially non-fellow Americans, right? And it's always intriguing because one of the biggest aspects of the founding of America was diversity, and especially diversity of religion, right? So people who are rather closed-minded in their religious subsets are pretty it's pretty hilarious as well. It's like, my religion is best, and I'm ready to kill you for it. or my religion is best, your religion is dumbest, and I should kill you for your religion being so much worse and dumber than mine, right? That just makes me laugh. Because America was quite literally founded on the diversity of religion, specifically religion, and the ability to practice whatever religion that you wanted. So for people to be so close-minded about religion and speaking on your religion, it's like one of the funniest things for me. Because it's most akin to the time capsule conversation of what would you like to tell yourself some years in the future, right? Or what would you like to tell yourself, write an essay for who you were in the past and who you are in the future, like the college assignment, right? That is really something that always is funny to me and grinds my gears, because knowing that guaranteed 100% without a doubt that the nation of America was founded on the principle of, number one, we are abandoning the British colonizing aspect and no longer settling for them. We're settling for ourselves specifically so we can practice whatever religion we want, and we welcome anyone else who feels abandoned and outsidered by the fact that they don't practice the same religion as other people around them in their place. We welcome you here to immigrate and assimilate to this and that culture that we're founding here on diversity, because we welcome everything unless you are trying to welcome the single-minded closed-mindedness. So for people to really, I feel like, push the closed-minded mindset, like, no, we all need to be one under God, whatever God you believe in, or all one under this particular banner, especially when it gets religious, despite the fact that one of the main reasons for the whole concept of separation of church and state was that no religion could claim that position, right? Almost witnessed a crash in 4K. That was amazing. But it's these little things, right? It grinds my gears and it's funny to laugh at. But it's just little inklings. Yeah, it's totally a Friday video, right? It both grinds my gears and makes perfect sense to me as to why people get confused, but at the same time, why are you so confused about it? Right? Why are you so stingent and stringent on trying to push your beliefs and your ideologies upon an American who presumably by default is someone who should be great with diversity? Because that's what the founding idea of America was. Anyone against the idea of diversity of specifically religion is honestly entirely against America. It's like, if you don't like America to the point, not America, if you don't like the idea of diverse religion and someone believing in something different than you, I feel like that is one thing that should truly limit whether or not you are allowed to claim a status as an American, right? If you're someone who says, no, I don't believe you have a right to live or right to live well because what you believe in is different than mine, you should never be claiming to be an American outside of your house. Outside of a court of law where you're about to be punished for something, you should not be claiming to be an American, because that is utterly disrespectful to the very concepts of what the nation was founded on, right? Because the moment you start disrespecting and denouncing other people's religions on particularly that basis, like mine's better, yours is worse, I don't agree with you, so therefore you should shut up. The moment you start any kind of argument in that manner, I feel like you're conclusively very much against every founding principle of America, meaning you don't agree with the fact that America should exist, and therefore you aren't a part of America and what America can claim to protect, right? America is not claiming to protect you because you don't believe in America, right? And I know in some religions that's exactly what God stands for, right? Even if you don't believe in God, God believes in you, right? But do I look like God to you? I am not so altruistic. Remember, I'm the devil's advocate. I speak for the devil. If you don't believe in the ones that lead you, then you don't deserve to be led by them, right? You don't deserve to be protected by the very thing you're trying to dismantle. If you don't believe in the founding ideology that everyone is entitled to their theologies and what their own ideologies believe in, you don't deserve to be protected by them. You deserve to be used as cannon fodder by them. Oh, you don't believe everyone has a right to religion? You know, the very number one thing and the whole reason why we separated from the British colonization, the whole reason why America was settled and claimed by a different group to be sovereign, separate from the Catholic Church, and then separated church and state so that the religion of Christian or Catholicism and Jewish beliefs and all those, the whole reason those don't lead and conquer America, then you don't deserve to be protected by any part of it. By default, you're no longer protected by it. If you can't allow other religions to live their life and you just shut the hell up about it, then you don't deserve to be protected by the Constitution. You don't deserve to be protected by the people who dare to uphold the Constitution. You don't deserve to be protected. You deserve to be used as cannon fodder by everyone who does care to uphold the Constitution and what it stands for. The ability to live your life with life, liberty, and whatever God you believe in. And if you don't believe in God because you're an atheist, you have the right to live your life as if you are the only God that could, would, or ever exist. Just fine. Right? No. And so long as you don't believe in a God and you believe you are the one and only God that is to and ever exist, the only limitation to you believing that is what you dare to forcefully impose on other people, right? You're allowed to believe that you yourself are God, and other people have the right to not believe that you are not. So the moment you're allowed to do everything you care to do, up until the moment where you try to force and enforce your will upon other people, right? Cars just been showing up. I've been chilling here for a good hour, enjoying the sun, and all of a sudden, this empty parking lot, everyone wants to do a tailgating party, like it's Halloween trunk or treating. Like, what? I found an abandoned building on the weekend. I know this business is closed, and I'm trying to enjoy my little time in the kiddie area. And yet still, I got a whole bunch of cars meeting up on the side over here, like a tailgate party. There's more and more, and here's another 2 cars pulling up. Lovely. Talking about America, and a whole bunch of Americans show up. Amazing. Oh, one of these 2 cars is doing a U-turn to get the hell out of here. They must not like crowds just as much as I do. Bit antisocial, but hey, I see him. And the other one's still here, though. Anywho's, and I got distracted. But yeah, I'll probably put those into separate videos for themselves. Those conversations and those talking points. America, why is it so big? How does that make sense? America law is being weird. How is it possible that states vary if it's all one? And whatever that first one was, something about the Americas. America being America's America, right? But hey, that's just me, your devil's advocate. Someone struggling on a bike over there. Next video is going to be grind my gears. My generation's worse than yours.